Across the country, thousands of farming families work tirelessly around the clock.
Stop arguing, girls. Give over.
But there's one day each year when they get to leave the daily routine behind.
Right, here we come, Dorset.
These are show days.
A very, very warm welcome to Malpass Show.
When they come together as a community to showcase the fruits of their labour.
I just love showing my girls off.
And try to win prizes for their breed champions.
Smashed it.
And award-winning produce.
That's a really nice cheese, that.
It was very good, darling.
There will be highs.
That's what we want to see, Red. Red is the best.
And lows.
She's not happy enough to go.
For the dedicated farmers who give everything to walk away a champion.
Fingers crossed.
There is one event in the agricultural calendar that celebrates the dedication and innovation of Britain's farmers. The British Farming Awards. This year's category for new entrants against the odds has 5 exceptional farms shortlisted as finalists. They have impressed the judges for determination in these tough economic times.
This is my favourite pet.
All 5 farms are passionate first-generation farmers who have built their business up from scratch. To win this award will acknowledge their adaptability and, above all, their resilience. In a few days, one of them will receive this accolade at a glittering black tie reception. Wiltshire is home to our first finalist in the new entrants against the odds category. 24-year-old James Wright is an ambitious first-time farmer.
There hasn't been a farmer in my family for over 100 years. I always wanted to be a farmer, but was never allowed. I don't want to work for somebody else. I want to start my own company.
Focused on the dream of owning his own livestock, James literally couldn't wait to get started.
I was in my last year of university and I was doing a business degree. And I sort of thought, well, you know what, pig keeping, I've always wanted to do it. And I just bought 2 pigs for my student loan and went from there.
A seemingly simple plan was put into action, but farming can be a steep learning curve, especially when it comes to pigs.
I'd driven 7 hours, I was so excited. The moment I got my pigs back, there was this moment when I put the pigs in the pen and it was an absolute disaster.
It turns out it was the pigs who taught James his first valuable lesson.
1 a.m. I've just travelled 7 hours to pick up some pigs, and when I got them out, they were in this trailer, and then I put them in my paddock, and they ran clean through the electric fence. So now they are somewhere out there, and I have no idea how to get them back. Why on earth did I decide to keep pigs? There's this moment of thinking, I'm so out of my depth, it's unbelievable.
But the escaping pigs didn't put James off. It seems you can't keep a good farmer down.
To expand the business, I needed to invest more money. I didn't have any more money. But if I sold the pigs, I could buy some sheep. The reason why I went to sheep was the way a pig works, it costs about £1 a day to keep a pig alive. It costs about 30 or 40p a day to keep a sheep alive. So I'm able to be more dynamic with my money and how I'm using my limited investment.
Being a shepherd means needing space to graze his flock of 500. Affording that space was James's next hurdle.
Farming is an incredibly capital-intensive business. It takes years to get a return. A lamb born May this year will not be at full production for a full 2 years. So you're sinking in large amounts of capital, so banks are unwilling to lend.
What James is aiming for is a long-term tenancy.
Previously I've had 3 jobs and currently I run 2 jobs, but I need that long-term tenancy. So the bank will then lend me the money that allows me to grow to a point where I can work full-time on the farm.
Still in search of farming's holy grail, a tenancy, James now rents land where he can, and it's far from ideal.
Unlike most farmers who will have the family farm or maybe land that they rent, and it's all in one block, my land is spread out all the way from Cirencester in Wiltshire all the way down to Sussex. Because the farm's so spread out, I have to use contract staff.
With livestock spread across 3 counties, James's staff costs are high. Luckily, there is a paw for hire who accepts payment in the form of biscuits.
Sid! Yeah, buddy.
Without the experience of his 4-legged friends, this 24-year-old farmer wouldn't be able to carry out his daily shepherding duties.
So we've got Dottie. Dottie's 18 months old, a new dog, so she's partly trained, she's getting there. And we've got Sid as well, and Sid's 8 years old, so he's sort of been there, done that. Nothing surprises him anymore. Sid, wait! He's taught me more than anyone else, really, that dog. You know, so yeah, I've learnt loads from him. Oh, that was great. I'm going to try my best not to mess up Dottie. So yeah, sheepdog training is a skill in itself. So you can spend your life doing it and never be perfect at it.
James's drive to teach himself how to farm and build up a business is what has landed him on the shortlist for this year's Against the Odds award.
I think as somebody who's come from a non-farming background, you need as much help as you can get. So things like the British Farming Awards are a fantastic opportunity to sort of get your name in front of the right people and really build that credibility, because at the end of the day, at the moment, I just don't have that.
Nestled in the fertile hills of West Sussex, Paul and Madeline Crawley and their 2 girls, Myrtle and Delilah, are the second shortlisted farm. They've managed to secure a 10-year tenancy. On 660 acres of National Trust land, they raise sheep and cattle and grow organic barley. It's a lifelong dream that first-time farmer Paul has harboured and worked towards.
As soon as I left school at 16, and I just wanted to get to agriculture college, so I did that, got out there, and I've just plugged away with this kind of goal that I want to be a farmer one day.
His determination to become a farmer was unwavering.
Before I went to college, I picked tomatoes for the first summer so I could earn enough money to buy a moped so I could get to college. It was 20 miles away, and then, I remember all the frosty mornings on the moped, going to be a farmer one day, I think. But, yeah, there hasn't been any easy breaks, and it's not been the quickest route, but we've stayed determined and we've stayed focused, and obviously, Madeline is very much a big part of it, definitely.
Madeline and Paul met on a dairy farm and romance blossomed.
I'm a trained vet. I qualified 15 years ago from the veterinary college in London, and then I met Paul on a farm, and 9 months later I moved in.
With love conquered, the couple's next goal was a farm of their own. Their only option was to rent one, but this is much harder than it sounds.
We applied for about 7 farms, I suppose, over a 5-year period. Once we got ourselves into that position, you get quite close, and then you get the call saying, sorry, I'm afraid you haven't been successful. But you sort of pick yourself up and we want to do this, so we're going to have another go, and so we do. And then, yeah, we got there in the end. We got there in the end, thankfully.
Well, the applications themselves are quite gruelling, but also financially you've got to be in a position, and I just think there's just not that many opportunities for young people, particularly those that aren't from a farming background.
As 2 heads are always better than one, their combined determination saw them secure land, which they have built up into a thriving farm.
The sheep enterprise is Madeline. She sort of really takes the management decisions on that, really, bosses me about on that one. And then, because I've got experience with cattle, I suppose that's probably more more my baby, I suppose.
Fat Lassie's definitely lost a bit of weight. She was a bit too round.
She used to be called Lovely Lassie, as you can see by her ear tag, but then she got a bit of beast, and so then she was Fat Lassie.
She does love her food.
We've achieved this goal together, so every decision is made together, to be fair, yes, definitely.
We're pretty good at talking and coming to a mutual decision. Most of them we agree on and we think similarly anyway. But yeah, clearly I'll wear the trousers.
Whilst the jury is out on who's in charge, it's quite clear this dynamic duo are equally in love with what they do.
There are days where you sort of think, goodness me, you know, this is, yeah, it's a tough day and you've got to kind of push yourself on. I quite like those days because you sort of go, and yeah, grit your teeth and get on with it.
Their ambition is fuelled by a big dream to make their farm 100% organic.
This is the results of this year's harvest. There's about 300 tonnes of organic barley, which is hopefully destined to make organic beer. So it's income at times when we're not selling lambs or beef. It just helps us utilise the farm better, to be honest, yeah. Our eggs are not all in one basket, spreads the risk.
With the farm full of healthy livestock,
Hello, you.
Paul and Madeline are always looking to the future.
The aim of the game is to get the farm up to a point where it's you know, producing a sensible income and living. Obviously, you know, we're trying to bring up 2 children as well, so that's important to us. And obviously, we're trying to kind of create this sustainable organic farming system on this farm. It's definitely challenging, isn't it?
And it's a constant learning curve, isn't it? New things come out, you meet new people, you go to different places and you learn different things.
All this endless determination and toil has pushed them onto this year's final shortlist for overcoming the odds.
It's fantastic to be shortlisted, and to be honest, we were over the moon when we got that news. It's nice to be recognised and have our story appreciated for what it was.
And it means we're going to have a cracking night on
yeah, it does mean we get to go out there. That's right.
"200 miles north, rural Staffordshire is home to dairy farmers Michael and Laura Trait and their 2-year-old twins, Henry and Oscar.
Are you putting straw in the bucket? No? Oh, OK.
For Michael, it's been a lifelong dream to get to where they are today.
Well, I guess my dad used to milk cows a long time ago. Never owned a farm, but we had a 5-acre paddock at the back of our house. Well, I got gifted some sheep and started from there. And then I got into dairy, got my first job as a graduate, and that's where I met Laura.
A year ago, Michael and Laura were lucky to get a 10-year tenancy with their local council. More than 10 other young farmers had competed for it.
Our landlord is the Staffordshire County Council. They own the farm. They own 8,500 acres in Staffordshire, which are let to new or young entrants in agriculture, to give them a foot on the ladder. It's just a stepping stone into a system that's quite expensive to get into, which we just wouldn't be able to afford to buy a farm.
Having secured the tenancy of 132 acres, it's been a struggle to get it up and running.
When we arrived, there was no buildings, so we've worked with the landlord. The landlord's put the new shed up, and then we've done all the internal fixtures and fittings.
And it's just been putting all the fencing up this year because there was no fencing, and obviously there was no paddocks, so we've had to be putting all the tracks in. The first year's been the busiest, and then next year it should slow down a little bit, but yeah.
As well as building the infrastructure, there's also the small matter of actually running the farm.
Hello. Hello.
Dairy farming in general is quite challenging at times.
Yeah, it's early mornings, late nights.
Late nights, yeah. And you've really got to love it to do it, I think, because a lot of people think you're crazy, especially from when you don't come from a farming background. It's sort of, people wonder why you do it, but it's...
I mean, it is a business. We do want to make profit, but it is a lifestyle as well.
A business it might be, but Laura still can't help but feel attached to her herd.
This is my pet. cow, Monty. She doesn't calve very often, but I'm allowed one that I can keep, and it doesn't matter whether she calves or doesn't. Or the majority of them have names, but it's quite hard when you haven't, I suppose, when you haven't been brought up in that sort of environment. Most of them seem like pets, but you've got to remember they're a business, not just pets. So. Mix it up then, Oscar.
All this hard work needs to pay off if the family's going to stay afloat. Luckily, Michael and Laura have a plan.
Dairy industry has been tough the last 12 months. There's been a world oversupply, and that's hit farm gate prices quite hard. I mean, some people have been getting as little as 13p a litre. The lowest we got down to was 17, but it's back up to 22p at the minute, and it looks to be quite bright, so hopefully things will look up in the future.
This resourceful farming couple have devised a way to try to keep costs down, a crucial strategy to the farm's survival.
Come on, girls!
The farm's split into 20 paddocks, and the idea is the cows will go into fresh grass every day. The advantage of the system is we're limiting the amount of feed that we're buying in. We know what our grass is going to cost us. Staffordshire is generally a good grass-growing area. We get good rainfall, you know, we can grow good quality grass.
Oh, no tractor!
Oh, we don't need that if you're spreading straw, do we?
Tractor!
Michael and Laura are hoping that the farm will be able to provide an income now and in the future for the twins.
A bale!
A bale, OK. You go spread that bale.
Farming with the two boys is good. There's always something to do, and they always like mucking in.
Give it to the cows.
It's hard to keep them in the house most of the time because they want to come out and help, or think that they're helping sometimes, and sometimes they're not. But you might get a bit more done if they were in nursery or went off for the day. But we like to spend time with them as well as being on the farm, and it's very much a family farm.
Good boy. Feed us some more then. Give us some more.
The next stage, we'll get the boys to school, and then that'll free us up a bit more time, so then we're going to try and expand, grow the herd, and then the aim is to have a business big enough so when they finish school or college, that if they want to come into it, then there is a job available. So when we retire, we don't have to sell the cows and keep them and let someone else have a chance for all the boys.
A win in this year's new entrants against the odds category will reward them for an innovative grazing experiment and a year's incredible slog to get their fledgling farm this far.
You'll like it when you're around here, Henry. Come on.
Kids and animals, yeah, we're looking forward to it. We don't get out much, but not now we've got the boys, and with the farm we've been busy.
It'd be nice to actually put a dress on for once. I don't know, wellies, so yeah.
You know, we've milked every day since we came here because there's not the money to pay labour, so it's nice to be. We're going to milk on the night, we're going to drive back the same night, and milk in the morning. So.
Just a few fields away are fellow dairy farmers James and Vicky Tattersall and their 3 children, who are also shortlisted in this year's awards. James and Vicky both come from farming backgrounds, but in James's family, it's skipped a generation. He's been working hard ever since to bring farming back into the Tattersall family.
My grandparents were farming. I basically spent weekends and the odd afternoon and holidays helping them out, growing up. He retired when I was about 14. So obviously, you know, we all missed it as a family.
James and Vicky were also granted a farming tenancy from the council and started out with just 20 cows. But with no money coming in, they had to find a way to make ends meet.
When we first got the place, James was working away from here and I was having to milk as well as go to college, as well as having a part-time job on a weekend. It was hard, but I've always been used to farming. I've always had it in my family. My grandparents farmed and then my dad's farming and now we're farming.
These young farmers have worked day and night to build a future for themselves.
It can be difficult at times, especially having the three of them now. Vicky's pretty tired in the house morning and afternoon when I'm milking. Particularly if I have a problem in the parlour, I've got to sort out on my own.
Keeping on top of a busy dairy farm is a challenge with a growing family.
Before we had them, I used to always milk for James and whilst he did other jobs. But now I can't really be out there and be in the house at the same time. I'd love to be out there just to have a swat with him, but he never seems keen. Perhaps because he knows it's a madhouse.
Running the farm single-handedly can be tough, but it's been external market forces that have really tested them.
The workload has been tough at times. We've had to throw some hours in. It's been 70, 80-hour weeks, if not more at times. But the biggest challenge, I'd say, over the last 18 months with the milk price drops. I don't like to keep moaning about it because we don't. We try and be positive, but it has put pressure on the finances, and it probably has holding us back growing. We've lost about a third of the income, so you've got to find the difference from somewhere. So we went through our costings. Obviously, you can't skimp on your cows. You've still got to be looked after.
Whilst James has managed to keep the farm afloat, it's been a challenge dealing with bovine tuberculosis.
The TB situation, it is a high-risk area. Thankfully, we had one case 4 years ago, which came back to be false.
Once TB is suspected, herd movement is restricted to prevent the risk of spreading.
We still had to test 60 days after that, and they stopped us moving cattle off for 60 days. But it just makes trading tough. Obviously, you can't sell your calves.
Despite the blows and setbacks, Vicky and James remain resilient and optimistic.
I guess it's probably in my blood, bit of a family history in farming, and it's hard to turn your back on it when you want to do it. I can see what we're doing is working. At a slow pace, it might be, but it is working.
With 3 children under 4, a new farm to build and the pressure of the milk industry, the British Farming Awards judges had no problem selecting James and Vicky as finalists.
We're looking forward to it. Didn't expect to get anywhere, and we found out we got shortlisted in the new entry category. So we've got to go down tomorrow night to Droitwich, see how we get on.
I think it'll mean a lot for James winning, because he's put his heart and soul into it. It's like his baby type thing, having the farm. It'll just be a big achievement, really. Over the past 5 years, it's been a lot of hard work. So it'd just be good for somebody to acknowledge it.
Finally, 190 miles away in Devon, is a young farmer who has resurrected her family's farming background. 25-year-old Molly Westwood breeds and sells award-winning pedigree cattle internationally.
My father used to farm, and unfortunately he had to sell her. It was a very hard day for us all. You don't realise how much you miss something until it's gone, and I wish I was a bit older at the time so I could almost step up and help Dad.
Being too young to take over has given Molly the drive and passion to build her own farm. At the age of 16, Molly went to work on a large cattle farm in Canada, famous for its pedigree genetics.
Whilst I was there, we sold the most expensive cow in the market over there at $1.2 million. We won 2 of the biggest shows in the world several times. So it was a big eye-opener, and it made me very hungry to do it myself.
It wasn't just an appetite to set up her own business that Molly returned with after her time in Canada.
I did bring back 5 embryos from one of my favourite cows. We implanted those into a couple of bulling heifers my parents had kept.
And it seems Molly's early investment paid off.
We were very lucky. We ended up with a few heifer calves from that, 2 bull calves. Out of the 3 heifer calves, we had 1 red and white, which is the really unique, rare one. Smile at the camera.
The early success paved the way for Molly to expand the business and start turning a profit. But getting the funds was no easy task for a 23-year-old farmer.
To apply for an agricultural mortgage at the age of 23 is very hard. We had a lot of banks basically laugh at me, but I know every figure of this business. I know exactly how everything works, both outside and inside, and on paper, which I think is important. At the end of the day, you know, we are all business people. The farming, yes, it's a way of life, but it's a business.
There aren't any words that can describe how proud I am of her, to be honest with you. She's got so much drive, she's got so much ambition. You know, she's got a full-time job as well as a full-time job on the farm. And the amount of work she does every morning before she goes to work, and then as soon as she comes home, straight out the car, get into her work clothes, and she's out there another 4 hours.
This is my favourite pet, aren't you?
Despite the long hours and physical work, Molly couldn't be happier.
She's just mad on cows. She lives, eats, breathes cows. She drives me mad about cows, but the cows are her life.
Yeah, there's days where it's pouring down with rain, freezing cold. Yeah, you don't want to do it, but when you come in the barn, it's like therapy. Yeah, what's not to like, you know?
We often say, oh, come on, you know, you need to go and get a bloke, get out there, go out and enjoy yourself. I can't, I've got to wash a heifer, I've got to trim a heifer, I've got to clip or something. And that is Molly. Yeah. Molly's Moose, we used to call her.
Molly's tenacity and business know-how in the international cattle market has earned her a rightful place on the judges' shortlist.
To get that far against all the big guys out there is something very special.
It's definitely a big night out for us. I think I've got to wear a dress, which I don't do very often. But it'd be quite a special evening, just spending time with me and my dad, to be honest with you.
She's our winner. You know, basically, she's done everything she can for us, so she's definitely our winner.
We'll always celebrate success.
All 5 of these nominees have shown absolute commitment and dedication to farming and have pursued their dream through extremely challenging circumstances.
It's a fantastic honour to be even considered as a worthy nominee. Good girl, you came back to me.
It's been a bit of a battle, but it's been a good battle.
The important thing for us was to encourage other new entrants that through grit and determination you can get there in the end.
We're looking forward to it, yeah. Luckily we've managed to find a relief milker for tomorrow night, so we can get down there and, you know, not worry about the cows.
It's nice to be recognised, you know, that the council's seen what we've been doing here and, you know, they thought to put us forward.
Come on, Henry.
Tonight, the British Farming Awards will honour the very best of the agricultural industry. In its 4th year, this prestigious event will bring together over 600 farmers in recognition of outstanding achievements. It's time to leave the woes and wellies of rural life behind and enjoy a night of glitz and glamour. Tonight's awards are being held in Worcestershire. 24-year-old shepherd James has decided to make a night of it.
I've got my girlfriend Isabel. She's come all the way from Essex for the evening. Tonight's going to be a real change from sort of the mud of the farm to a posh hotel, so yeah, it's nice to get out of the mud for a day.
Organic farmers Paul and Madeline have also decided to have a rare night off the farm.
That way?
No, don't worry. Good job we don't have to wear these every day, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Getting dressed up doesn't come easy, to be honest. I'm much more comfortable in my gumboots and my waterproofs, to be honest.
Yeah, I think I've chosen my one of two dresses, and hopefully it'll make it through the night.
Do you miss your baller suit?
Yeah, I miss my jeans and wellies, yeah.
Also ditching their overalls, international cattle breeder Molly and her proud dad, Andrew.
Very excited tonight. Yeah, we got here a bit early, but we're very excited.
Yeah, glad to be here. Yeah, really exciting to be involved in an event like this.
Staffordshire neighbours Michael and Laura Trait and James and Vicky Tattersall have left their young families in safe hands for a welcome night off.
It's nice to get dressed up and come out for a night, really.
It's the first time we've really left the boys like tonight for a night out, so 2 years.
The British Farming Awards are judged and hosted by prominent figures in the industry who are keen to support and reward the exceptional effort of all the farmers nominated.
Events like these are really important for the industry because I think we sometimes are not very good at celebrating when things go really well, and it's absolutely fantastic to have 5 such great businesses on the shortlist this evening. I'm really looking forward to seeing who actually wins.
The new Entrants Against the Odds award is the most entered category tonight. It was a hard choice for the judges to select the final 5.
Each one represented dedication, commitment, examples of how they literally did face the odds. They tackled them head on. They are innovative, they're driven, they're dynamic, and it comes across very strongly in their personalities. I can't wait to have all the finalists in the room and just make them feel like they're part of something really special because they are really, really talented.
First, what our farmers have been particularly looking forward to, being fed and watered by someone else. With the dining over, it's time to get ready for the main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to celebrate the finalists.
Good evening and a very warm welcome to the British Farming Awards. Everyone on the shortlist can be very proud to have made it here, and you truly are the best of the best.
Over the course of the evening, 15 awards will be given out, including Family Business of the Year and Farming Hero 2016.
So, next, it's Dairy Innovator of the Year. Now it's all about the next generation, with Agricultural Student of the Year.
It's been a long and anxious wait, but finally it's almost time for this year's Against the Odds award.
If we won, it would mean a lot, and it would show that if it's your dream to farm and you don't come from a farming background, you can do it.
We're all in it to win it.
Do the family proud too. Yeah, mean a lot.
Well, I think it's even Stevens, isn't it? I don't know. Yeah, we stand as much chance as anyone else.
Nerve-wracking now, isn't it? Like it's a...
Yeah.
Probably feeling a bit more apprehensive, a bit more nervous about it, but looking forward to it, see what happens.
You can feel the adrenaline in the room, definitely. And all the atmosphere is building.
Next up, it is one of our toughest awards. I think everybody knows how difficult it is to make it when you're a new entrant trying to strive to get into farming. So, our new Entrants Award Against the Odds, sponsored by the NFU, will be presented by NFU President Myra Raymond.
And here is the shortlist, beginning with Paul and Meline Crawley from Courthill Farm.
These first-time farmers have secured a National Trust tenancy and run a mixed organic farm of cattle, sheep and barley.
Everyone says it's a way of life. That probably is very true, but it's a cracking office to work in, isn't it, to be fair?
More than winning, it's more about taking, I think for both Paul and I, it's been about taking part. I think Paul was really keen to have the story out there, just to encourage people that actually, if farming is your dream, you can achieve it. You just need just sheer grit and determination.
James and Vicky Tattersall, J.R. Tattersall.
This young couple have fought to overcome the challenges of herd health, milk price drops and a growing family.
I guess it's probably in the blood, you know, a bit of a family history in farming. You know, I can see what we're doing is working. At a slow pace, it might be, but it is working.
I think it'll mean a lot for James winning. Over the past 5 years, it's been a lot of hard work. So it'd just be good for somebody to acknowledge it.
Michael and Laura Traits from Emmerdale Dairying.
Our third nominee secured a 10-year council tenancy farm, and their innovative grass feeding controls costs.
Dairy farming in general is quite challenging at times.
Yeah, it's early mornings, late nights.
Late nights, yeah. And you've really got to love it to do it, I think, because a lot of people think you're crazy, especially from when you don't come from a farming background. It's sort of, people wonder why you do it, but it's...
I mean, it is a business. We do want to make profit, but it is a lifestyle as well.
Molly Westwood, Panda Holsteins.
This young farmer has grown an international pedigree cattle breeding enterprise, managing to secure finance on the back of a strong business plan when she was only 23.
We had a lot of banks basically laugh at me, but I know every figure of this business. I know exactly how everything works. It's been a bit of a battle, but it's been a good battle.
And James Wright from Wright Agricultural Management.
Our last nominee on the judges' shortlist is a first-time farmer, managing a sizable flock across 3 counties. He's fought to find a suitable tenancy, but continues his search in spite of the struggle.
Yeah, I always wanted to be a farmer. And as a child, I used to spend lots of time on farms during holidays and sort of, you know, getting in the way of the farmer. And yeah, so it's lots of different reasons why I'm sort of falling in love with farming.
Another huge round of applause.
The blood, sweat and tears to get to this point have all been worth it. The 5 nominees brace themselves to find out who gets gold. But first up is silver.
So, in this hard-fought-for category, silver has gone to Paul and Meline Crawley, Courthill Farm. Judges said that they demonstrated a willingness to move enterprises to achieve their dream of farming in their own right.
That's all right. No, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's very good. All right, thank you very much.
But Myrick, tell us who has the gold award.
And the winner of the gold Michael and Laura Traits.
So if you can all just give them a clap because I think they really deserve it.
To win it as a team, we've always farmed together. That's how we met. So it's nice to win an award together. Yeah, it's
We're really family sort of orientated.
with the boys on the farm with us and growing them up around this. Hopefully we'll get them enthusiastic about in the future, like, you know, that sort of.
We chose Michael and Laura because we feel that they have demonstrated so much enthusiasm, dedication, and they farm with such integrity, and their business plan going forward just shows so much promise, and we know that they are going to grow into a brilliant and sustainable farming business.
Ladies and gentlemen, our winners!
Sustainable businesses run by new farmers in the industry is at the core of Against the Odds, and it's why the National Farmers Union is keen to sponsor the award.
You look back over the last 50 years and the young people that have come in to farming against the odds have actually really driven the industry forward, new technology, new ideas. There's a huge amount of enthusiasm and young people out there who want to get involved in farming, so this is a recognition for their determination to get involved in the industry.
To be honest, it's been a fantastic evening to come along. We've won an award, and that's absolutely fantastic. So there's some recognition for the journey we've travelled to achieve our farming objectives. So really overjoyed, to be honest. Yeah.
Well done. Oh, cheers, yeah.
Thanks.
Didn't win, but I don't mind. We're still the final 5. It's nice to get some recognition that we've actually, what we're doing is what, you know, is right. And we are getting somewhere.
Very pleased for the other competitors and just proud to be a part of it.
It was a real honour to be nominated. To go from 2 pigs 36 months ago to 500 sheep now and a nomination at the British Farming Awards, it really doesn't get better than that. It has been a fairy tale journey, and yeah, we loved it. Yeah, it's nice to get dressed up, get out of the farm for an evening.
Yeah. Hopefully we can show that it is a good career for young people to try and get into.
It's been great tonight so far, and hopefully we'll carry on celebrating now. We've got something to celebrate about, so it's good.